Okay, so what holds people back from being fulfilled? I'd say jealousy can really get in the way of someone feeling fulfilled because, I mean, if you're putting all your energy into looking at what other people do and wishing it was you, you just wasted a whole lot of time. So I guess that's a good point.
Just really cherishing small things and valuing them. So like just interactions with friends, family, and also like setting small personal goals that aren't like too big, looking to self-improve while I feel like satisfied and confident and I'm not discouraged in any way.
Fulfillment to me is when you feel like truly happy, and moments where I feel truly happy is like when I'm with my friends and we're just relaxing and it's just like there's not a lot of outside pressure to like act a different way. It's like that's like true happiness to me when you're doing something you like with people that you love.
I guess to me self-fulfillment is something that people make up. I don't know. It's something that there really isn't a definition for it because to everyone it's a different thing. Like to me, self-fulfillment might be becoming successful and rich, and for another person, self-fulfillment might be having kids and living a happy life, you know? So I think the true solution to self-fulfillment is just realizing no matter what you do, if you find pleasure in it, and if that's what makes you happy, like realizing that's enough. I think self-fulfillment is realizing that you're never going to be the most famous person in the world, you're never going to be the best at what you want to do, you're never going to be the number one at whatever, but just being content with what you already have. And I think that's what is a key that a lot of people are missing. Just learning how not to care about all the bigger things in life and just be content with what you already have is how someone becomes more fulfilled in their life. It isn't about having all these like rich fancy things or having the perfect family or the perfect boyfriend or having the perfect life in any way. It's just about learning to appreciate what you already have, and those are the ways that someone can become more fulfilled in their own life.
So I think for me, it took me a while to realize that I wasn't at a place where I reached self-fulfillment. Like I was like my freshman year, I was going through like so much stuff, and I started changing my everyday habits and like what I was passionate about, what I really cared for, who I talked to, and then I started to realize how much better I felt and how much happier I was. So I think you have to reach self-fulfillment by coming to a point where you realize like, wow, I didn't actually enjoy doing that, or like these people are toxic for me and I didn't even know. So I think for me personally, like it was definitely realizing like I actually don't like where I am right now in my life, and then I decided to change it.
I think I'm a pretty confident person, but like only recently. Like obviously, like I always like think of what other people's opinion of me are and like how they perceive me, and like I'm loud, I'm a tall person, like I wear overalls, like I'm weird, and so I think I'm still in that process, but I've definitely become a lot more confident in myself and my decisions, and like I think it's pretty evident in like what I wear, like how I style my hair, like my glasses, but like I still have my reservations of like if I like wear this, am I gonna get judged, or like if I post this, like are they gonna think different of me, and like.
I think for us personally, like we experienced something and something happened to us in order for us to be like, well now we're better, now we know how to cope with this, now we know how to get through this, now we're not gonna let this person get to us. So I think for my advice would be, whether you're going through something, you know, look at who you're with, and yeah, I mean, just keep pushing, because you got it.
I'm fulfilled whenever I do public speaking and people actually agree with me. It doesn't happen often, so it fulfills me whenever it does.
Yeah, I feel fulfilled when I go home after a long day of school and I take a nap and nobody wakes me up.
One time I was like telling people about the time like where I felt I was too close to a water faucet because the water pressure was low, and people agreed with me, and that felt good. I'm sorry we're not like all moral and stuff.